taking some time for ourselves real quick before the world requires us to jump back in again. So if you came in here, it was either because of the thumbnail with the pink clouds. Personally, it looks like, what's his name? Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you're old enough to remember the original, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, gotta wipe my nose. Hold on. Boop. Don't need you guys seeing that stuff. Spring is definitely coming. My allergies are already coming back. It's barely even March. Barely even March. Holy crap. So a little bit of a scientific topic today, but I think it's going to be a fun one. I think so. Did you know that beyond like chemical imbalances in the body and everything else, the number one contributing factor to if a person like develops insanity or not is based off of how much pareidolia they're actually able to access in the brain. That's why the most creative people on the planet usually ever end up going crazy or are crazy all along, if you guys didn't know. And the title, which, if that's what drew you in, that's what we're going to talk about right now. How much pareidolia would you say you have? When you look up in the clouds, can you see Mickey Mouse? Different stuff like that. You see a wave crashing down, somebody surfing on it. That's pareidolia. And that is literally one of the top determining factors on whether you end up going crazy or not. I don't know if you guys knew that. The higher the amount of pareidolia somebody has, the more creative they are. The more they're able to exist 4D in a 3D realm, if you will. They're able to not just like reach outside the box, but actually step outside of it. They're able to remove themselves. So, to the people that are watching, hi guys, how much pareidolia would you say you guys have? The thumbnail, like, would you say, like, would you agree with me? Like, you can look at that and you're like, oh, I see Krang. If you guys have seen the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it does kind of look like Krang's face, like when he's doing that shit. But, like, how much would you say you have? Are you able to see those things? Or are you one of those people that, like, yeah, I see that, but you don't really? Like, be honest. How much pareidolia would you say that you have? How deeply can you look into something and just, like, trip out because of the things that you see inside of it? That's the determining factor of creativity. And that, in and of itself, being able to be creative, being able to think outside the box, being able to step outside the box, is what also keeps you from being controlled. Like the last time I got on here, I kind of got out of hand just simply from, you know, somebody assuming, oh, I voted for Trump. Bitch, I don't vote. I'm not stupid. I hope you guys aren't either. That's just the way, that is one of the determining factors on how they decide to split us. Every single moment of our lives. Are you left or are you right? Oh, I can't agree with you. There can be no discourse. There can't be any kind of nuance. Like, we can't be friends and be on opposite sides of the fence. No. Grow the fuck up, people. Grow the fuck up. There are two sides, but it's not left and right. It's them versus us. if you don't remember how it goes, probably go back and read some history. It's considered highborn versus lowborn. And they want to split us as much as possible in order to control us. Because if we can't rise up all together, we can't overthrow them. One side can't rise up over the entirety without the other side either coming to the aid of the higher-ups or to us. And that's a gamble. They don't want us considering agreeing on all levels together, because then we can change the narrative. We can change history at that point. They don't want that. They will never want that. But the higher the level of pareidolia, regardless of the higher chances of you being able to go insane, right? It means you think 5 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead, 100 steps ahead of that control mechanism that they've used on us since at least the 1920s. We can prove that through Rockefeller and Rothschild and all that, and them creating the school system, only developing it for us to learn up to the stage of a factory worker. We know that already. That's one part. And then they divide us by race. What they don't consider is somebody like me, somebody who is born disabled. So to me, my people aren't white people. My people are disabled people. Normal people are not my people. My people don't have a race. My people have what's called a condition. I was born with cerebral palsy, a physical condition. But disabled people come with physical conditions, mental conditions, all kinds of different things. Those are my people. When I say that, I cannot see color. All I can see is what is wrong with you. And because I've been able to overcome so much in my life, it naturally makes me protective over my people. Fuck a race. Fuck a gender. That's all things they use to divide us. They want men thinking we're better than women. They want women thinking that they're better than men. They want trans people thinking that they're separate from everybody else, and they want to put the narrative in your mind to make you think, oh, it's wrong, blah, blah. They're people too. It's not me choosing one side or the other. It's me stepping back and seeing the whole, seeing the control mechanism that they use on every stage, on every level, on every instance in life. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've always been talking about. Hopefully you guys can see through it. Hopefully you guys have nuance. Hopefully you guys have some kind of form of pareidolia that does not allow you to be controlled. Have a good day, guys.